Hello, FlossTube Stitchers. I'm trying out a few new device holders today, so it's not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to be an improvement on all the finagling I've had to do in the past to hold my iPad and or my phone when I'm filming or trying to do a video of things higher up near the ceiling in the store without standing on a ladder. So it'll be safer too. But what started it all was I was watching the Soda Stitcher, apostrophe S-O-T-A, as in a stitcher from Minnesota. And Shannon is doing an unboxing of the Black Needle Society Advent program, calendar, box, whatever you call it. And day 8, let's see, it was called a Humbug Device Stand Pillow. And so it was the squishy gray pillow that you could arrange in different positions to hold your device. And I thought that would really be helpful for my iPad, especially because it's hard to get to stay in the right position for filming. Anyway, I Googled it and they said Walmart carried it, and I went to Walmart, and of course I might be able to order it online, but they didn't have it in the store. But I found 2 other things. So I found this. It's called a FlexiPod. That's what I'm using right now with my iPad. And I actually have all 3 of these bent rather than standing straight up because I needed them to hold the iPad in the right direction this way. And so by bending it, I can get the iPad to go forward or backward depending on the angle that I want. So I think that's working so far. And then the second thing I bought was if you would have asked me a year ago or 5 years ago if I was ever going to buy, what was it called? A social media kit, I would have said, what? But anyway, this was one of the pieces in the social media kit. And it's a device holder. So this has your phone on it. And then these 2 wings, well, I'm not going to snap them back now because it took me a while to figure out how to maneuver those. But anyway, this was a little bit easier for filming things higher up so that I was safe and not standing on a ladder. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. So that was kind of exciting that I found those today. And you know what? While I'm talking about Walmart, I'm going out of order here from my plan, but I'm going to show these from the Christmas department. And let's see, they were all called mini ornaments, and I may use them on a little tiny tree that I have, but I also might use them as embellishments on a finish in the future. So this is the first one, and I'm going to try to hold it sideways so you can read them. So I love black and white for any season, but I do have a black and white entryway, and I have 3 different tabletop trees that I switch out depending on how I want to decorate them and what room they're going in. And so they might go on that for the time being. Then this is a similar one, but in brown instead of black and white. And I know these are, you know, factory made and whatever, but I love the handwriting. I love the font. It kind of looks homemade. So that's that. And then there were a lot more, but these were the only 3 I got because they just suited my style. And these I could totally see in the middle of a big ribbon at the top of a finish. Think Priscilla. So I was really excited to find those as well as my device holders. Okay. Really, the most exciting thing that happened this week was I got in the mail, let's see, I didn't bring anything to, let me see if I can just hold this up. Is that the right way? Yeah. We'll try my hand as a backdrop. So this is a necklace, or it could be an ornament if I shorten up the chain or put a ribbon at the top. But this is from Diane, shoot, I'm going to screw up her last name because I forgot to ask her how to pronounce it. Temart. She was one half of the Needle Love Company back in the day, and she now owns Two Charming Chicks, and she makes a ton of awesome jewelry. This happens to be from a vintage handkerchief that was designed by Thomas Keefe. I just want to show that little reindeer at the bottom. All right, let me make sure I get this information correct. So the artist is Thomas Keefe, and Diane did some research online because she saw that the handkerchief was signed, and she thought, oh, this artist is worth looking into. And she was born in 1913, and she's still alive, at least a few weeks ago when Diane posted. And I guess you can find some of her art on Etsy by searching in that. Anyway, I was really excited for that. So check out Two Charming Chicks on Facebook. She posts things regularly, and then you just comment on what you want. So that was exciting. I do have a reindeer tree, but I also think I can wear reindeer all winter. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let's continue on with the idea of vintage. So I think this is the last, I'm pretty sure this is the last video I'm going to make this year, because next weekend is Christmas. So I think it'll be after January 1st before I would post again. So I thought I would show you some more vintage Christmas. So the first one is a Prairie Schooler Santa, which you might recognize, the style at least. This was from 1990. I did not stitch this, but it was stitched by a good customer of the shop who maybe had a little free time on her hand. I can't remember if I compensated her or if she just, you know, did it as a gift. So this is still available as a part of Santa's Revisited, the first time that they put 3 discontinued Prairie Schooler Santas together in one leaflet after Hoffman purchased the company. I believe that's when it happened. I think it was in 2014. Does that sound right? So it's from 1990, and that chart also includes the Santas from 94 and 2005. So it is still available. And then I'm going to show a couple ornaments. This one was stitched by a friend in 1993, and I don't know for sure if that's when the chart came out because I don't have it in front of me, and I think it's maybe not in print right now, but we'll wait and see if it's reprinted. This is from the original book 28 called Stockings and More. So if you've stitched a few stockings of Prairie Schooler, go grab those books back out, and you may have missed the few ornaments that were also featured. All right, and then the next 2 ornaments, I'm really sorry that I can't identify. I tried Googling all kinds of different things. I tried looking through my free charts because I think they might have been free charts. The real reason I'm showing you is because they have some interesting techniques for finishing ornaments. And if you're like me and are still trying to finish a few things before Christmas, this might work and you could do it yourself. So the first one is just a little sampler. And I'm not sure whether this was intended for me for Christmas or not, but I feel like because of the color of the fabric, that maybe it was part of a Christmas ornament exchange. I tried Googling the initials and the year and read sampler and all kinds of things, and nothing came up. But here's the cool thing. So it's prim, right? It's got the torn ribbon at the top. She just put a hole through, probably with an awl or something. She put a hole through the linen and the backing, and she tied a little knot on the end of each side of the ribbon. And so she would knot that, and then I assume do the other side and then knot that and trim off the excess. But what a sweet, prim way of finishing a pillow without any hand sewing. It's awesome. All right, and then the next one, I don't remember whether I stitched it. I feel like I've used this technique. I don't specifically remember stitching this. What I really don't remember is doing the cording, although I know I did cording back in the day, but I just don't have a vivid enough memory of whether I did it. Anyway, the way this was put together, and maybe it's easier with Ada, but it was just put together with X's. And judging by the back, you do the understitch all the way across, skipping a row, and then you come back, and it creates an X on the back as well. So you're actually stitching the ornament together while you're making the X's. And then, you know, at the last minute when you get to the fourth side, you put the stuffing in, and then you fringe it. And I'm like, I kind of remember doing this, but I don't know if it was this specific one or if I used this idea, you know, as a gift that I gave somebody else. But the other thing is, this was just a really short cording, and the loop is here and the knotted end is here. And I don't have anything else finished like that. So you can use up scraps of floss. And anyway, I thought it was an easy way for a non-finisher to do an ornament. Why don't we just move into my stitching? So I haven't had a whole lot of stitching. There's still been a lot of work that we've been doing on my parents' new apartment, and then also back at the house. This past Thursday, a few days ago, the charity truck came and picked up all of the remaining furniture and anything that we could box up. So that's what we were doing several nights a week, trying to box up things so that we didn't have to go deliver them ourselves. So anyway, that was a lot of work, and I didn't have a whole lot of stitching time, but I did manage to put the coffee cup on No Talkie Before Coffee. So that was just one evening, the coffee cup, the heart, and a couple of the coffee beans. All right, then slightly more exciting is just a little bit of progress on the snowman from Christmas Day. So I added, what did I add from last time? I think I added the red on the scarf. I think I added some of the black, and I started doing the third cardinal. Okay, so really why I'm showing you this, because it's not really a heck of a lot of progress. What I'm showing you is, this is just DMC. And I have not been in a habit of treating my DMC when I'm stitching, before stitching. And I usually stitch the white first. And for some reason, on this little guy, I don't know. I was excited to start the other colors, and I don't know. So I put this cardinal in, and then I finished the white over here. You can't see it, but I can see some little red shadowing. And so I took a piece of tape and went over it and got most of it off. I did it on the front and back so nothing would show through. I can still see it. Okay, what was I thinking? You know, I added a couple rows to make this perfectly square. And I was over here and I couldn't decide how much of the blue to add at the bottom. And so I thought, well, let me put the cardinal in first. I know what you're thinking. So I thought I'd put the cardinal in so that I could kind of see what it looked like, if he should look like he's standing on snow or if it would look like the snowman was melting. I'm not really sure what I was going to do down there. And when I put the red in, no. So I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to take the cardinal completely out and put tape all over it, and then remove the offending area, which I think is right below it, which again, you probably can't see there, but I can see it, and it really bothers me. And what bothers me the most is I know better. I always stitch the white first. I know there's an issue with reds, whether it's DMC or in overdyed. I've had that problem before. So I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I let that happen, but that's a lesson for me to give you. Okay. Then I have a finish. So this was Bent Creek's The Thankful Owls. And I was waiting for Gold Leaf from the Gentle Art and Onyx from Weeks Dye Works, and they had been out of stock a number of times in a row. So I was waiting patiently for those, and that's why I just moved on to some other projects. Well, they both came this week. And so I finished all of the stitching I think it's so cute, so colorful. I just love that fork. I love everything about it. The only thing I didn't add was the little star button that is supposed to go right down there, because I'm gonna wait and see how I decide to finish it. Remember I said I had utensil charms? So the little star might be unnecessary. So I'll save that for something else. But we'll see. I just left it in the package for now. Alrighty. Hope to do some more stitching over the holidays. Okay, just a few new things. The blue flower, I had tried ordering, not from her, but from a distributor the week or two before, and they were out of stock. So those came in this week. Cozy Christmas cat for $8. And look, they're wearing an ugly sweater, but it's not ugly, it's cute. All right, and then Holiday Card 2021. And there's, I guess it's this, no, it's different versions because there's different things on the sweater. So there's 2 different charts in there. I love that border with the lights. So cute. And then Tudor Ermine. That's also 8. And that's part of a series of animals. Let's see, that holiday card, if you didn't see it, maybe you saw it, it was 12. And then Winter Blooms is 10. That is really pretty. There's some very interesting colors there. Then the other thing that came was the Just Cross Stitch February issue, because you know they're always 2 months ahead. And this is really pretty. I feel like I want to do all of those snowflakes individually as ornaments, because when we do put up a tree, it's mostly snowmen and snowflakes, and that way we can leave it up like through February if we want to. And these are all the other projects that are in there. Alrighty. Then there were some kits that I got. The reason I ordered, well, I only ordered one of each. It was a customer request for one of these designs, and I knew because of the length of time it was taking to get shipments from this company that if I ordered a lot, it may not come in time for people to do for Christmas, and I didn't want to, you know, have them left over in January. I'd rather reorder than have too much left over for inventory. So, oh, these are in no particular order. Sorry, I just grabbed them off the display. So these are all Jim Shore designs that were put into Mill Hill perforated paper kits. So this is Snowman with Cocoa. He might need to be stitched for my kitchen since we're getting a blue backsplash, and I do a lot of snowman things anyway. So he may go home with me. And let's see, all of these are $9.50. This is Santa with lights. Snowman with holly. Santa with lantern. Snowman with candy cane. And Santa in chimney. And let's see, there's not going to be a giveaway this time because I would like to encourage everybody to send me your photos and videos of your stitched Christmas pieces, ornaments on your tree, a video of your living room or your tiered tray or anything you want to send me that's Christmas related holiday decorating for me to put in the next or one of the next 2 videos, and your name will be put in a drawing for each picture that you give me. And we've done this for 2 years in a row. I know there were a lot more the first year, And I don't know what happened last year. Maybe people didn't decorate as much because of COVID. They weren't having company or whatever, but we didn't get quite as many entries. But I'd like to encourage you to do that. And then everybody's name will be put in a drawing for as many times as there are pictures that you send me. So if you send me 1, you have 1 chance. If you send me 10, you have 10 chances. And the winner of last week's giveaway, which was the January, February, and March from Primrose Cottage Stitches 9-patch series. The random number generator chose Ann Ludzak, and I've already commented on her comment, so I will send those out as soon as I have her mailing address. All right, I think I've covered everything on my table. One last thing. I got this sweet little Christmas card in the mail, and on the inside it says, Shelly, thank you for always going above and beyond with your great service. I so appreciate you. Wishing you all the joys of the season. Merry Christmas, Julie V. I won't say her last name, just in case. And it was a Starbucks gift card, which she knows I will run right out and use. Actually, I could have added this to my card and used it already, but I didn't because I wanted to show it. Anyway, Julie is also very generous in sending pictures for the Christmas decorating video and allowing me to show them on Facebook and Instagram, and I really appreciate her as well. And I appreciate the sentiment that she likes my service, because I'm telling you, this last year and a half, has been so difficult to keep a handle on all of these mail orders, especially when the items take so long to come in. I don't always feel like I'm giving great service at all, and I don't know if people understand how difficult it is to keep track of things. Some distributors keep back orders, others don't. You just have to keep reordering. And I've waited for fabric for over a year. I've waited for charts for 6 months. So anyway, I don't always feel like I give good customer service, so I think I needed to hear that. So thanks, Julie. Alrighty, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the things. I hope you have a great holiday season with your family and friends. Get some stitching time, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye. Yay! So you guys know I go to Starbucks like every Sunday and have a fun brunch before I do my video.